Hi, it's Barry Moore back with another Tactical 20 podcast.
Welcome to the Active Marketer Podcast, where we talk about how to design, automate, and scale your business to the next level using sales and marketing automation. You can find out all the tips, tactics, and techniques you need to get more customers and sell more stuff over at theactivemarketer.com. Now, here's your host, Barry Moore.
Hi, I'm your host, Barry Moore, and this is going to be another Tactical 20 podcast. The Tactical 20 podcasts are all about giving you an actionable tip, technique, or tactic that you can take away and implement in your business in less than 20 minutes. In this week's Tactical 20 podcast, we're going to talk about how you can tag someone even though they click on an email link of yours that takes them to another website. So if you've listened to episode 11, which is another Tactical 20 episode, you'll know that ActiveCampaign has a feature called site tracking. And site tracking will track every web page a user's looked at, every link that they've clicked on your website. And you can use those events to trigger automations within the system. So if someone visits a particular page on your website, let's say the nutrition page, then you can start sending them more relevant information about their interest, which is nutrition. So you can send them more nutrition-based content from your website or offers to do with nutrition. So tagging them with what we call topic tags will allow us to keep track of what they're interested in and tailor that messaging just to what they're interested in. So that process is easy enough if they're clicking on a link that is your website. So if they're landing on a page on your website or clicking on a link within your website, that's easy to do. But I got a question from one of our followers who said, well, what about if you send out an email with links to other people's websites, how can we tag them there? So in this week's episode, we're going to talk about how you can use automations within your emails to track and tag people based on links they may click onto an external website. So the example I'll use is, let's say I send you guys, you the listeners out there, I send you an email with a link to our show page in iTunes. What I might want to do is if you click on that link and go to iTunes, you're off my website. I can't follow you anymore. I can't see what you're doing. However, I'll know that if you clicked that link that I sent you in the email, that you obviously have an interest in podcasts. So I might want to tag you within my system that says, hey, this person has a topic tag podcast to let me know you're interested in podcasts. So how do we do that? Well, first of all, you have to build the email using a normal campaign or an automation. And then within that email, you're going to have the link off to iTunes in this particular example. And then you'd save that email, you'd click next. When you get to that final page, that final finish page of your campaign, you'll see one of the things on the list there is open and link tracking. If you click on that, you'll see that ActiveCampaign will have a list of all the links that's in that email that you're about to send. And you can specify a link there and then tie an automation to that link. So if you have a link off to iTunes there, you can nominate that link and say, right, this is a link to iTunes. If anybody clicks on this link in the email, I would like to trigger that to fire an automation. So what you can do is you can have an automation that says, if they click on this link in my email, tag them with topic podcast, send them another podcast related email, and then end that automation, or whatever steps you might want to have in that automation. So I've documented all these steps, and you can find all those documented steps on the show notes for this episode, which will be at theactivemarketer.com/episode 14. And you can follow through exactly how to do this process. So that will allow you to link, tag, and trigger automations based on a click to an external website. So the whole idea behind these topic tags is we can keep track of what our readers or what our followers' interests are, and we can tailor our messages to give them the most relevant message at the time that they need it most. So head over to the show notes and find out exactly how you can do it. And if you have any questions or any ideas for future Tactical 20 podcasts, by all means, leave me a comment in the show note comments, and we'll record an episode specifically for you. See you next time, everybody. All right, that's our Tactical 20 podcast for this week. If you have any questions or any topics you'd like to see covered on future Tactical 20 podcasts, you can always send me an email at Barry, B-A-R-R-Y, at theactivemarketer.com and let us know what you'd like to see. Also, if you head over to the show notes for this episode and just leave a comment in any of the episode show notes, tell us what you'd like to see and we'll make sure we cover it on an upcoming episode. So get out there and design, automate, and scale your business to the next level using sales and marketing automation. See you next week, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the Active Marketer Podcast. You can find the show notes and all the latest marketing automation news over at theactivemarketer.com.